Okay. All right. Welcome.
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
welcome everyone. This is Ron Gibbs, and it's my pleasure as president of the California Map Society to extend a very hearty and personal welcome. Here in San Francisco, it's a drizzly, foggy morning. Couldn't think of better conditions to spend the day with friends on our Zoom. If you're in California, I also hope you're making your way through the California ballot. All sorts of propositions, and if you haven't filled it out yet, you better leave enough time. So great. So welcome. Thanks for coming. I want to especially extend my thanks to Fred Desjardins and Juliet Rothman for turning out a beautifully handsome fall issue of Calafia. Everybody should have had it in the mail if you get it that way. So congratulations, it's just a great session. So time to grab your second or third cup of espresso. And Courtney, let's get started.
All right, thank you so much, Ron. Welcome, everybody. We're so excited to see you here today. We have a wonderful lineup of speakers. Let me just do a quick screen share of that. So this morning, we're going to hear from, or afternoon, if you're on the East Coast or elsewhere, we've got 3 speakers and a panel discussion. Our first speaker is going to be Dr. Virginia Lunsford, who's going to talk about the Battle of the Chesapeake, which was actually fought by the French and helped the Americans win the Revolutionary War. Mr. Tom Paper, who has decided to help us out because our scheduled speaker, Carla Nielsen from the Huntington, unfortunately had a family emergency. And he's stepping in with a talk that I've seen before, but you guys haven't, where he talks about antique maps and how useful they are in terms of geospatial analysis and his own work. It's a really interesting talk. And we're going to have Dr. Jessica Meyer from Mount Holyoke come and talk to us about Rome's urban history through maps. We will have a break, excuse me, between Tom Paper's talk and Jessica Meyer's. And after Jessica Meyer, we have a wonderful panel discussion about researching and collecting maps from Mr. Bruce McMacken from PBA Galleries and Ms. Carol Spack from Original Antique Maps. And they're going to talk a little bit about their roles and perspectives, as well as open the forum up for us to ask questions for ourselves to understand. For the speakers on the left-hand side of the screen, they're going to speak for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to open it up for 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A. It's a typical format, and I think it's going to be a great talk. Also, I will say this at the end of the meeting as well. Dr. Jessica Meyer got our membership a special 30% discount, 30% discount on not only her book at the University of Chicago Press, but also any book at their website. So if you're interested in purchasing any books, now's the time. And the code is here on the slide. It is the letters UCP2. University of Chicago Press New, UCP New, and just go to the University of Chicago Press website and you'll be able to use that. So thank you very much for that. Without further ado, let me stop my share and actually I have a couple more announcements. I just want to make sure I get through. Let me stop my share. So again, thank you to all of our wonderful speakers and thank you to our attendees. If you're just joining us now, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself, that would be fantastic. And a couple of things happening. Next week, next Saturday, Southern California, GLAM, the Greater Los Angeles Mappers, are meeting in person for the first time since COVID. Woo! Very excited about that. And we're going to be meeting at the wonderful Nikki Cox's home. If you're interested in joining us, please go to the California Map Society website and you can register there and we will send you all the information so you can join us. It is next Saturday, November 12th at 2 p.m. Thank you, Nikki. And our next in-person meeting for Southern California will be on February 4th at my house in Santa Monica at 11 a.m. So we hope to see you at either or both of those there. And I know that BAM and Tom Paper are working on some stuff for Northern California, which we will send out information and notices